Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goblins and ghouls, and space cadets of all ages. I am the Thanos Icons aboard the starship Good Times. It's the UNF starship Good Times. Let's make a distinction there. Hello, how's everybody doing today? That was kind of an odd intro. We are right at a POI, the story POI, and I do believe the story. So hang on before we say that, because spoilers coming ahead. Um, as far as I know, the story ends here. I don't think it was ever continued. So once we are done in this little area, there is no more story. Now, I don't know if it is vanilla or if it's part of Reforged Eden 2. And I want to make that clear because Canfly 8385 has asked another good question, and that is the story like all like derelict things? And I don't actually know. I've never actually played the story, but as far as I know, the story ends after you do this. And it's kind of a introductory to like mechanics in the game, like running POIs and everything. It's not necessarily just that the story ends. It's basically teaching you the ins and outs of the game, as far as I know. And yeah, I don't think there is any continuation for it. As far as I know, Elion has not added anything to it, and I'm 90% sure that the story is vanilla, which is why I said Elion hasn't added anything to it. Beyond that, I don't really know much about the story. Again, I have never actually played the story. We are effectively doing this simply because, that's just how it is. And I obviously forgot about the webcam. Sitting here without my hat on and everything, just kept on talking. Yeah, so we've got a little bit more exploring to do here. I think we need to go back that way. I'm not entirely sure, but we got to continue on here and then finish this section and see what happens, because, and this is where this comes in, because this, as far as I know, this is all vanilla stuff. Like, Reforged Eden 2 hasn't added anything to this, but I could be wrong about that. Well, Project Eden, that's definitely part of Reforged Eden. Reforged Eden is actually two different projects combined. It was way before I ever got into playing this, so the first Reforged Eden had been out a while, and the whole premise of it is just to add content, whether that be material to use, like aluminum. That's not vanilla. Titanium is not vanilla. Like, there's a good chunk of these resources that are not vanilla, and there are a good chunk that are. Like, magnesium, that is not vanilla. You will not find that in the base game. These coolants, I'm pretty sure, are Reforged Eden additions. Superconductors, I'm pretty sure, again, are additions within Reforged Eden. The advanced capacitors, sulfur. I'm not sure about the metal scrap. That might be vanilla. Tungsten. Tungsten is not vanilla. Oops, that doesn't need to go in there. So yeah, titanium is not vanilla, tungsten is not vanilla, magnesium is not vanilla. That actually doesn't need to be in there. Metal scrap I'm not really sure about. The rest of these are all vanilla ores, but these two are not. I don't know what the difference is there for those either. And like all this stuff on here, any of the weaponry, all these weapons, this is additions, except for like the different types are base game. So if you get the, let's go to the capital vessel, make more sense here. So the light automatic turrets, that's your basic turrets, those are vanilla. Missile turrets, laser turrets are vanilla. I thought there was one more, but it doesn't look like there one more. All these others, these are Reforged Eden. The levels of the weapons, like, for instance, ship cannons, laser cannons, plasma cannons, and rail guns are all base vanilla items. Missile launchers are Reforged Eden. Any of the dual weapons are Reforged Eden. Like, there's a lot of this stuff that was added for Reforged Eden. Like, I believe the Universal Constructor is Reforged Eden. They finally gave us a mobile furnace that is Reforged Eden. There's a good reason why people were like, hey, why don't we have the mobile furnace? And there's a good reason why the creators of Reforged Eden didn't want to add it. They didn't want to add a furnace to ships because that would defeat the purpose of having a base. Because without a base, or not having a base, means that, all the resources here are pointless. Like, you don't need a reason to have any of this. They finally did add the furnace, though. I don't really know the reasoning, but I would assume that the reasoning is because if you're out there like mining all these resources, you're going to tie up your constructors and just turning it into ingots. And why would you bother with that? Like, we needed a mobile furnace. We needed something that could do that on the fly out there in the cosmos. And one of the reasons is, ow, I don't know what just snagged my arm hair, but we haven't gotten too far into this, okay? We've literally just gone about 17 light years, and you're talking, like, how far out can we actually go? We can go pretty far out. So we're up to 24 light years away, 29 light years away, 30 light years away. Okay, okay, you can see it down there. We are currently 112 light years away from where our ship is currently located. And I'm trying to like just go out that way, but you gotta find planets that you can like click on in order to go out in certain directions. But as you can see, we're 160 light years away now. And just think of how many jumps that is, because we can't, there's not a single warp drive that will take you this far. There's not any in the game. The most we got is they added for Reforged Eden 2, they added a bigger warp drive that can go further. I don't even know how to actually get out there. Are we going the right direction? Apparently not. And see, we're still not even to that sector yet. I think by this point you get what I was like referring to. Look, we're right on the border at this one. We're 890 light years away from where we currently are. So the game is it's big. Reforged Eden adds a lot, and again, the Chronic Expanse, that is not a vanilla. This is purely an addition by the creators of Reforged Eden. And we are just, there's so much out there to go. Now, you may think that, you know, that's cool and everything, but what do you do? Well, you just go and you loot and you build bigger ships, and then you go and you loot some more so you can build a bigger ship. There there is a point at which the game is just like you've reached the maximum of what you can do, and you've just got to be happy with it. I have never actually been that far. The furthest I have ever made it playing this game, and specifically Reforged Eden 2, because vanilla game, screw the vanilla game, get Reforged Eden 2. It adds so much more content. Why? I must say, why can I not move? I am moving so slow. The Reforged Eden 2 just adds a lot of content. It adds so much to it. Like, even how the CPU works is so much better in this versus the vanilla game. So, if you get it, if you decide to play it, like, go ahead, go into a creative world and, like, mess around with building in the vanilla world. And it's basically just to give you an understanding of how building a ship and all of the parts and everything actually works. And then when you're when you're done with that and you've messed around a little bit, uh, bring it up in Reforged Eden 2 and just look at the difference. Because there really is a major difference from the base game to Reforged Eden 2. There's a major difference. One of my biggest loves of this is the changes to the CPU and how the CPU works. And I kind of previously touched on it a little bit. Like, one of the big changes is building blocks. Like, all these blocks you see around me. In the vanilla game, they cost CPU points. Which doesn't make any sense to me because it's just a block. Yeah, you could imagine that there's like circuitry and everything running through this. The reality is there's not any kind of circuitry running through it. So why does it count against your CPU, your current CPU amount? It doesn't make any sense on that. It just doesn't. Also, how the CPU is upgraded doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I know I've touched on this a little bit previously. We can't see it here. We gotta go. Unfortunately, they couldn't take away the screen in Reforged Eden 2, so it still shows the vanilla CPU screen. Just ignore that. You're only looking at that specific screen just to see the CPU of your ship. So they can't change this apparently, but this is the CPU structure for the vanilla game. Okay, you got your core. Again, I've gone over this before, but just in case anybody's forgot or just a refresher. So you got your core here, and that is the base amount of CPU that you can have. Ignore these values down here too, because that's not vanilla. I don't remember what the vanilla count is. From there, we go to the CPU basic, which is just this one block. Not a big deal. You just add that to your ship, and it increases how much CPU you have access to. Then we move up to the next level, and that is, I believe it's called the advanced CPU. And you need both of these You need 2 of these in order to have this level of CPU. So if we use these values as kind of a guideline, you can see that the basic core gives you 200. Again, this is not accurate. I don't know what the actual values are for vanilla. So then you put in the CPU basic, we're up to 500. That's tier 2 CPU. Then you put both of the advanced CPUs in there. You have to have both of them. Just one of them is not going to work. And that will give you tier 3 CPU. Now, the tier 4s, I don't remember what the actual name is. I may actually be messing that up a little bit. We're just going to say that these are superiors, and you need all 4 of these inside your ship to activate tier 4, which gives you 10 million CPU. Again, these values are not. This whole thing right here gets kind of messed up with Reforged Eden. So what Reforged Eden does is it changes this entire format. You can have 2 basics in there, so 2 of these, and each one counts towards the CPU. So it's no longer... Well, that'll make more sense when we get to tier 2. So then tier 2, we got 2 advanced. Again, you only need 1 to increase your CPU. Then you put the second one in, it increases again, and then that's it. So I can have 2 basics, I can have 2 advanced, and then I can have 2 superiors. Now, it does go higher than that in Reforged Eden, and we can actually see that. Yeah, okay, so I pass it up. So you got CPU extender basic. So core, basic, I can have 2 of those. Improved, okay. The improved one is, again, it increases the CPU. I can have 2 of those. Then you've got the advanced, I can have 2 of those. Then you got the superiors, I can have 2 of those. And then it goes on from there to all of these. And in Reforged Eden, we don't call it CPU tiers. We call it cores. So core 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is the most basic CPU setup you can have. And it gets you quite a bit of CPU. I'm not really sure how much, but it gives you a lot. I've never actually been that high in the CPUs before. From there, we've also got CPU advanced large and extended quantum CPUs, which we can have 4 of those. I'm guessing this replaces the base core using the advanced. Yeah, increased CPU capacity. I don't know if it actually replaces it. Again, this one's new to me. I don't know what this one does. I'm assuming it's a replacement for the basic core, but it may be an addition to the basic core. I'm not sure. And then you got the auxiliary CPU cores. And again, same thing. These add more CPU to the ship overall. And you can have 4 of these and 4 of those. So overall, the highest amount of CPU you can have in Reforged Eden is, in comparison, is like core 17, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe core 15. I'm not sure. But it's a lot versus just tier 4 CPU. And remember, the blocks around the structure, the blocks that make up the structure, take away the CPU in the base game. Not here in Reforged Eden. It's so much better. It's so much better. I cannot stress that enough. Like, it's the way they have taken into account like everything in this is just far better. It's still got some issues, but I mean, it's not major problems like, oh my gosh, they need to fix this kind of stuff. And there's some things they can't even fix. Like, they can't fix the AI of the game. The AI of the game just sucks. And apparently they can't fix my broken wrist either from holding the shotgun. And it's partly because of the game, the base game's assets for how you hold a weapon are kind of dumb. So you can see that my hands are a little bit offset, and that's because the hands in the base game are not directly in front of you like this. You're actually like on a third person perspective, even though you're controlling a first person character. But I mean, like this, only it's in third person, but you're in first person. It's so weird. Like, I've seen the video on how this works and why the hands are messed up, and there's nothing they can do about it. They can just make the weapons look as good as possible. They cannot animate the guns, unfortunately. That's one of the things that they really wish they could do for Reforge Eden, is animate the stuff. The only thing they could do was add in like new things with animations attached. Unfortunately, they can't do that for the weaponry. So it is what it is. There was a elevator over there. I saw that this door is open back here. I want to go here. Or is this the end? Is there nothing out here? Oh, yep. So we got to go to the elevator and go up. I don't even know. Oh, I probably walked through the flames. That's probably exactly what I did. I wish I could open this. Okay, that doesn't work. So let's just go on. We got a whole bunch of dead guys over here. I'm still confused by this platform because as far as I know, this is not vanilla. This is something they added for Reforged Eden, the elevators. I'm sorry, what was that? Okay, so we got to get a code on one of it. It doesn't seem like we can go that way. Hello? Oh, hi. Wow. Come on, reload, reload, reload. Wow, there's a lot of abominations. I saw two. Where's the other one? Hello? Oh god. Good grief, how many of those things are there? Ooh. Better shotgun. It's radiation shot. Dehydrated. Luckily we're here. We potentially got... Yep. Juice right there for the dehydration. That's great. Oh, give me the burger. Okay, I think we're good here. Let's go this way. Assuming this door will open. Crew quarters, okay. Oh, hello. I see you all in there. How do I get the feeling if I walk? Bye-bye. Stop it. We got some ice. Ice, ice, baby. Ooh, a small upgrade kit and a large upgrade kit. And a stock. Reduces recoil. Okay. Hold that thought. I don't think there's any major stat differences here. So let's see here. Rate of fire 80, weapon spread 0.5, 2.6 recoil, headshot multiplier. So recoil 3, that is lower. Headshot multiplier is okay. So there's some significant difference there. 60, 60, 100, 100 as far as range. Capacity of 10, capacity of 8. Reload is exactly the same. Durability is exactly the same. 3.6 mass. Yeah, so this shotgun's way heavier, way bigger. There is a slight damage increase too. Terran patient came in today complaining of headaches, fever, muscle pains, and an uncontrollable urge to murder. I prescribed him 2 Galaxanol and told him to call me in the morning if symptoms do not improve. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. That's a great joke. Wow. Alright, so we're still not to the end of this for whatever we're looking for. And our inventory is kind of atrocious at the moment. I wonder if, how far away can I connect to? Okay, clearly not. That is the great downside of this, is our inventory gets full pretty quick. Oh. So there is consequences here to using the jetpack. See, I remember we read one of the things earlier and it said, don't use the jetpack. And there you go. We just had spiders come out of nowhere because we used our jetpack through there. Alright, so let's go here first. We didn't find any SV parts. Raw ore, we don't have any raw ore. Let's do fridge. All that stuff goes in there. And then our medical container. I probably should keep the water on me. Spare stuff, let's just go here. And then personal storage because we're doing other things. I don't really have time to deal with this. Let's take those back out. Where are they at? Give that. Give me that. Yeah, okay, we're good there. So I wonder how it reads it. There must be a sensor somewhere that is attached to a spawner, and anytime the sensor gets tripped because you're flying, I don't know how you would detect that though. like the only way I could think of to even detect something like that is you would have to have like a layer up here somewhere just above where you should be walking, and if it detects anything change in that, then it knows that you're flying. It's kind of a stupid way of saying, hey, you're flying. But it'd be kind of like a stupid way of detecting whether or not you're flying. I don't think it would be perfect, though. It would have some issues. I mean, this isn't redstone technology. Hi. Hmm. Yes, I hear you. We'll murder you in a second. I am so dead. There's no way for me to regen health here. I think it's stuck there. I knew I heard something. Oh, an armor upgrade. Yeah, I ain't going up there yet. Our health is really low, so we need to go heal. And our storage is already full again. As much as I would like to, like, finish this, can I go out that door? Oh, we can. So it's got a little bit of a built-in, like, cheaty area. Alright, so let's put the armor away. I almost wonder if we should go ahead and use that. I need to get another. That's one thing I need to remember with the big ship. We need an armory room so that we can keep multiple things in there. And by multiple things, I mean like multiple armors and such. I wish I could do this like it does in Minecraft. Just like drag it. There we go. That'll make a clear distinction between what's what. Did we get everything in here? I think we did. Yeah, we got everything in here. So there's a section that goes up there. We still got another room over here, though. Let's open up our link. These are not that bad. It's pre-mixed Coke and Jack. Hi. I thought I saw another one. What are you? I don't think I've ever seen you before. A repo dog? We got the log. How did we get the logs? Are we even done here? I don't think we're even done. Another improved light armor. Nice. And that's literally it here. Yeah, there's no way we're actually done here. we still got an upstairs area to go to, and I'm pretty sure we hadn't gone to a major section over there. So let's go upstairs, see what we got. Stupid little thing. Hi. Anything else? Doesn't seem like it. Another drill. A heavy weapon kit. Oxygen. More bandages. Waffle. Waffle my waffles. Uh-oh. Anything else? Y'all stop jumping over each other. Yeah, I could eat a piece of bread. Hi. Oh, come on. I hear you. Where are you? Stupid. What? And none of those are for poison. Nothing I can do about it. I don't have meds on me. Specifically the big one that has all of the above attached to it. I don't know what happened with the stream, but it's way behind. I do mean way behind. Let's see here, we did get another oxygen. And another improved. Yeah, we gotta do something with this. We're gonna run out of space. We need to sell off some of these things. We got so many of them building up now. What is this one? This is a light rifle receiver. Most rifles and laser rifles. Okay. We got 2 more night visions. We don't need all the night visions. Oh, here's that other radiation. We'll take it up there in a minute. And then all this can go down here, looks like. Oops. Oh yeah, we need to heal too. Oh, wrong place. So that only takes us up a level. I'm assuming like once we get over here, yeah. That will take us up. Access denied, I can't get in there. Access denied. So we must have missed something that gets us up. It looks like there might be something here. Yeah, look, there's an elevator there. See, we got into this from this tunnel here. Was that a direction I couldn't go earlier? It may have been a direction I could not go. Okay, I didn't check any of those chests over here, so... Oops. Wrong way. A lot of crew quarters, and it sounds like there's a lot of messed up things up there. Okay, and we left off here because I wasn't able to take anything. Alright, let's go up another level. Yay, that went rather smoothly. I got all those shots. Stupid spiders. Are we poisoned? We're poisoned again. Anti-radiation, not what we need. Another insulation boost. Oh my god, like... Oh, hi. What are you doing here? Oh, I'm gonna die before I can even go heal. So we might as well just, like, see what... Can we clear anything else out of here? Hi. I realized that, and I was like, oh, we're gonna die. Ain't no way we're surviving that. The moment I saw that, I was like, oh, we're dead. Oh. It's like I've been saying, man, the combat in this is just... I mean, we've been doing good, but it was bound to happen sooner or later that we were gonna die in this. We're almost done with it, I think. God, I hope we are almost done with this. I'm not really sure what I wanted to go off and do, but I was thinking, like, go off and do some things. Specifically, go off and build. Why couldn't I move just then? Like, that just confused the crud out of me. I was like, why can't I move? Okay, so... we've overridden the engineering commands. So now I'm assuming we can go back over there. But I'm not sure what the quickest way is to get down to that. Okay, that's that room. Was there a quick access anywhere over here? I don't think there was. No, don't do that. Okay, medical storage, that goes there. Nothing else. Large fridge, bones. And that's it. Go to personal storage. We've got another drill, we got some ammo. We got some money to put in. We got a little bit of Xeno from that. And then most of this is just spare. And raw ore and fuel. I know, you see me do this so much. It's like, does it ever change? No. No, it doesn't change. I heard that. What was that? Okay, we gotta start doing something with all this stuff. Okay, I feel like we need to take another one of these guys and do exactly the same thing. Because we got the radiation boost, we might as well. Okay. So then we take this one and I guess we just put the insulation boost in this. So this is our default one. One of the things I was thinking, let's take our original one and just put the two oxygens in there. And then this last armor, I'm not really sure. I'm thinking like maybe we just throw it in here. Be super armored. So that one right now has, it says 250 armor, but it's got that additional piece in there, so it should have a lot more. It says 325. It should be more than that. Yeah, I don't know. There's pros and cons to each one of the different types of armor. So the light armor is basically like just going in and doing whatever. The medium armor is maybe you'll see some combat and you can still work in it. The heavy armor is specifically for combat. Like, you're not going to use that for anything else. The reason for it is because it's so flippin' slow. It slows you down so much. Me personally, I can't even stand being slowed down. Like, I want to be able to move. I know the armors look cooler and cooler, but I just can't stand the whole concept of not being able to move. Like, anytime in like any game, specifically ones where you get character archetypes, I tend to go for speed over anything. However, let me clarify something. I like speed. I don't I don't like what I consider like what is it? Finesse. I don't like finesse characters. And there's a big difference between that. A finesse character, in my opinion, is one that takes a lot of skill and control. Like, you know that your jump is exactly this, so it's going to be a pixel perfect jump anytime you need to use it. I can't stand finesse characters. Finesse characters take away the enjoyment to me, because that's effectively what you're doing. It's just like trying to be uber perfect in everything that you're doing in it. I think my ship shot through this thing, even though it shouldn't be able to. Yay, we're finally in here. Okay. Why can't I go through there? And see, now we're starting to get to where it's going to be BS after BS after BS. See what I'm saying? Now's the part where the ground combat is like gonna just absolutely destroy this run. It's a combination of that and the weapon swap in this is just atrocious. I mean, you saw it just then while I was trying to like switch weapons. It was still like reloading. I was still in the middle of the reloading animation. It didn't just switch weapons, the animation didn't cancel out either. That's not a Reforged Eden 2 thing, that's the base game. And the lack of like making sure every little detail really works. Okay. I saw that he is... Like I said, I saw that he had come out here, so... Ow! Jerk? Oh. Really? I couldn't even fire that second shot fast enough. Again, that's not, like, I don't know if you heard that in the microphone, but I was definitely clicking it. But that was the slowness of the fire rate. I mean, you don't have that problem in any other game. Like, the combat is so much smoother. You don't have weapons doing weird things. You don't have animations continue going, like reload. Like, the moment you switch weapons, the reload stops. And here we are in Empyrion, and the reload didn't cancel. I see you. Yeah, my ship must have shot a hole through it. I see you back there. So we really don't have the inventory space for it at the moment. Let's try to finish this and then we'll worry about getting our loots. I heard a deep growl, so there's another big thing in here. Oh god. What are you doing here? Ooh. I was not expecting you to come out of here. Where did he even come from? He just... What? What? Okay, is there a quick exit we can use? Doesn't look like it. We got more loot things that we could get over here. I wonder, let's just continue on. Because once we're done, maybe we can just move the ship closer and we could just, like, move all this stuff into it. So this whole area is infested. Yep, yep, we're overheating. Actually, I wonder if we can just go ahead and do this. Because there's at least 3 loot crates down there. Did we get anything? Yeah, we got money. Mura. We'll move the ship here in a second. Let's see here. Doobie doobie doo. Go on vacation. Beware the penguins. It's kind of sad that I'm so obsessed with that. Like, that is so old. How old is it? It's older than this joke. Actually, no, it's not older than that joke. That joke is way older. Like, that joke was literally before my time. We got lost cargo to put away. Some fuel. This should have gone here. I don't know what I was thinking. So that can go up there. That can go over there. These can go there as well. That needs to go into personal. So there's that. That can go into ammo and yada yada yada. Okay, so personal, book, and blank. Why did I put the credits in there? Xeno, bottle, ammo, fridge. We got a lot of stuff in that fridge. We're right here at it. Let's just go ahead and let's eat a pizza. Because doing all this work, that you build up an appetite, you know? Yeah, we're not gonna worry about that. Do I even have assault rifle, sniper, shotgun, pistol, SMG? Yeah, we got the upgrade for the SMG. What does it require? It requires a pistol upgrade. Interesting. Can I... let's... I just want to do this real quick. Or at least see if we can. So, SMG, shotgun. Sniper upgrade? Okay, that's the wrong upgrade that I put in there. Yeah, we don't have a rifle. Or a sniper upgrade. Oh, they changed it. This... okay. So this was originally the original game weapons. They changed them. The shotgun looks really good. Oh, no. Stop. Looks a lot better, actually. What do I have as far as the upgrades? Because I don't think I have very many yet. We have reload speed. Well, that's the wrong type of item. How can you have +10 to accuracy but +5 to recoil? That just doesn't seem like that goes together. Recoil -20%. Shotguns and rifles, I don't think I would go with that. So we got no use for that. Oh god. So I want to... yeah, that'll work. I want to see if we can get this close enough that we got... that we got a connection to it. Oh, look here. So, can we connect to... oh, we can. Yay. compatible with most firearms. Recoil minus 10, but your accuracy goes... How does that even work? Like, that doesn't make any sense. If the recoil's going down, then your accuracy should go up. Like, who came up with that combo? But the most I would say about that is it probably would be like, I don't know, maybe the weight goes up. I mean, that still doesn't make any sense. It's like the whole concept of a silencer on a weapon causes it to be so heavy that you can't really aim. That's actually false. What actually happens there is the weight of the silencer actually helps steady your shot when you're shooting. Basically, because that weight is like holding the gun down, the recoil from it is far less. So you don't have that insane recoil while you're using a silencer. So your aiming would be like 1,000,000 times better. Radiation cleansing injector. I'm sure to get a lot of things for radiation. We don't really have anything for poison though. Data pads, we can turn those into the ship when we get done. Oh, hush. I'm coming back up there. We'll get to you wherever you're at. Okay, so we went that way. Deal with that. Screw you. Oh. Ooh, gold. That's nice. I still don't know what the hacking stuff is for. Plasma converters. did you even come from? Oh, we're about to die. And I don't have my... I must have put up my water. What? What just happened? Like, clearly we got shot by a spider, but we cleared out that room. There shouldn't have been any spiders in there. What? What? Screw you, Trebek. Yeah, there's two of them. Is it because I flew? Or because I didn't destroy those? I mean, you're kind of forcing my hand here. I have to fly up here. I'm not sure which way we should go. I see this. Okay, this wasn't anything. There's just a loot crate hidden down here. Nice. We got some matrices and things out of that. Making a core shouldn't be that difficult. A CPU core, that is. Hi. Hi. Ow. Whoop. Whoop. What? Excuse you? I'm about to say, like, I hear it. Ah. I could hear it, but I couldn't figure out where it's at. Screw you. Are you kidding me right now? I really wish I had grenades. That would have been a perfect moment to just lob a grenade. But we don't have grenades in this. What did I do? Okay. Oh. Why? I was trying to get closer so I could, like, blast it with the shotgun. Grrr. 'Cause, you know, I thought we were going to be done with this early and then go back to base and, like, work on the base and everything and maybe, like, work on a build, but no, this is taking a lot longer. Like, this is a full night. I mean, we barely started it yesterday. We cleared, like, the first, what I thought was easy room, and that was it. And now this stuff. And this hadn't been too difficult, but now that we've got all these things shooting at us, now you can see where the game gets a lot more annoying with what can kill. Give me this. Oh, are you serious right now? Where? Keeps coming out of that hole. Oh my gosh, we're about to die again. Should I put on some armor? Probably. Probably. Okay, what we got? We got mobility and jetpack on that one. What did I do with the other armor? So this is just getting insanity. So give me this. I don't really care about the mobility. We're gonna put 2 things of armor on there. Insulation, radiation, oxygen boost. I don't really care about the jetpack. The jetpack is effectively useless. Let's just put the mobility back in this one. Honestly, what I'm thinking we should do... We're gonna wear that here in a second, but this... We'll just put all the insulation on this. That one's are like cold gear. And this one would be like planetary work. I would rather have like 4 slots and we put like a oxygen boost, but we don't have access to that, so. That's my main one. We got insulation and radiation for working in space. Then we got insulation, radiation, and jetpack on this one for working on planets. And then that's just got extra insulation on it. And that's got our oxygen boosters. So we're gonna use this. Hopefully we don't freeze on the way over here. Or burn. Are you kidding me with this? Look at our health. We have 32 health at the moment. Like I was saying, the combat, like once you actually see some of the combat, it's just like, good night. As a reminder, the whole reason I'm not using like medical kits and everything is because they're so weak. I have 500 health, and let's go down here. Here's an oxygen, or a health pack, 250. Okay, so not as weak, but that's collected after a long time, so. I forgot I've still got that stuff in my inventory. Bandages are like 100 health. So that gives you a boost of like pretty much everything, but it's such a small amount that it's not even worth using the multi-boost. Like maybe if you used a whole, like all slots worth of multi-boost, but we're also talking like the big ones, the advanced multi-boost. Like, it might be worth using then, but I just don't see a reason to use them. You're better off using the full-blown thing, because I don't know if you noticed what it said for some of the stats. Like, cold and heat, it gives you plus 15. The normal insulation boost gives you 150, I think. The normal heat gives you 150. So, why would you want just 15? That just seems way too low to be worth using. I'm not entirely sure, but I think those act as spawners for these stupid things. Grr. I'm not sure how we get rid of all that stuff. Even with the extra armor, like we got 75 extra armor, we're still like getting absolutely wrecked. An extra 150 armor and it's just not, it's meaningless. I could put the third one on there and you can see that it's not doing any difference. It takes quite a few more hits to kill us, but we're not killing stuff fast enough. I'm not even sure what we're supposed to do here. My best guess is we activate all the switches. Yeah, go away, because these things just keep spawning. There's so much in there. I can't even kill them fast enough to keep them from spawning. Yep. Yep. There's just way too many in there. You cannot kill all of those and destroy all those nests fast enough. And then I don't know where these other ones are spawning from. Like, the only thing I can assume is that there's, like, a sensor and a spawner up there somewhere. Yep. These guys are just all over the place again. Just way too much. I think we got all the nests though, so now it's just a matter of clearing out all the creatures. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, we're completely out of ammo. Oh no, no. We'll let that go. There's just so much there. Yeah, no, I've said that like a million times, but that doesn't make it any less true. Why did it have to be spiders, though? Spiders and the stupid scorpions. They couldn't come up with something better? Oh, and that just Look at how they're just tearing through my health. Okay, are we reconnected now? Looks like we're good. Looks like the signal's good. I can't tell. It's disconnected and reconnected so many times just now. And I just want to remind everybody, with how much ammo I'm carrying right now, if you look at my volume, so the medium armor does have a bigger storage apparently. Yeah. Uh, could you imagine trying to carry all the ammo and everything that you need on top of like anything you find? Like seriously. Okay, so I'm hoping that we're just about done with this. There may have been an easier way to do this too. Like, I don't know if those switches give... It doesn't help at all, they're attacking me. We're already... Really? I wish this would stop spawning stuff already. I don't know if we're gonna get this before we die. And we still got more garbage spawning in. Like, holy mackerel.
Shield restored. Shield level critical. Shield offline. Shield restored. Shield level critical. Shield offline.
Like, this stuff is still spawning down here.
Shield restored.
Like, how are you even supposed to survive that?
Shield offline.
That's the guy we've been after this entire time?
Shield restored.
Okay, so... Not only do we have to deal with him, but the stupid spiders are still spawning in there.
Shield level critical.
Why is he
Shield
shooting
offline.
us? I thought the whole point of this was to rescue this dude.
Shield restored. Shield level critical. Shield offline. Shield restored. Shield level critical. Shield offline. Shield restored. Shield level critical.
Wait for the shield to drop.
Offline. Shield restored. Shield level critical. Shield offline. Shield restored.
Oh, is he infected? Is that what's going on?
Shield level critical. Shield offline.
Ow. Dear God. Oh, and there's one of those there. Lovely. Man, this reminds me of Path of Exile 2 now. Because the whole first chapter is like, you know, somewhat easy to get through and everything. Like, it's not that difficult to get through all that stuff. But then you get to the Act 1 boss, and it's a giant skill check. It's a jump in difficulty that is just like out of nowhere. Like, and that's how I'm feeling like right here. It's Path of Exile 2 first boss all over again. Of course, that's how I feel about this in general, because the combat just absolutely sucks. And why do these... Like, these just need to stop spawning after a while. Like, let them spawn once and then stop it. Like, the fact that those keep spawning is, like, so annoying. Screw you. Oh, come on. Why does stupid spider have to spawn right then? Got my dog. Alright. Well, hopefully we can finish this up now. Because this is just going on way too long at this point. Just way too long.
Shield restored.
Dear God. There's just no getting around that either. Like, it just keeps absolutely destroying you. And they've got, like, radiation weapons. So the armor is absolutely pointless. They're just gonna tear through my health. The armor is literally pointless. Okay, so we can't get back out that way. Oh. I shouldn't open that. Now, is that actually it? Are we actually done here? We found an improved CPU and advanced medium armor. So that's got 4 slots on it. And a assault shotgun. I hear things still spawning. Good grief. Can we get out of here now? It does remind me about this cargo down here. Can I fly through
All
here?
personnel should evacuate immediately.
Okay, no. Doesn't do me any good for that. So, what I will say about running things like this, this again just feels more like a tutorial of how or what you should expect with running POIs. And yeah, it's a lot of BS. It's a lot of BS. You just gotta like keep on going. Like it will be a giant pain in the butt, guaranteed. So we did get 3 auto miner cores out of that, which that is a huge thing to have gotten. Basically, the auto miners, like you build them, you put it down on top of an ore deposit, and if it's a normal ore deposit, like the normal game setting, it will mine out the entire ore deposit at some point, as long as you keep it with fuel in there. However, we've got it to where that will never run out here. As long as I keep it fueled, it will run forever. Nope. Give me that. Do we need to do that because this is a solo world? No, we don't. I just want to do that. That way I've got, like, if we find certain ores available to us on certain planets, we could do that and just sit there and mine it for, like, forever. Forever and ever and ever. And this is one of the cores I was talking about. This is an improved core, so if we had basic, or if we had just core here, this, only green, then the basic core, this would be improved, and then you have the superior one. Something I forgot to mention earlier when I was talking about the cores, you cannot put those out of sequence either. You can put them in there, it just won't do anything. Because it'll be like, hey, we don't have the core basics. Why do we have this? This doesn't mean anything to us because we need core basics. Yeah, okay, so we are done with this. Yeah, so we're completely done with that. And it does say Project Eden, so I guess that story is in fact part of Reforged Eden 2. I guess that's like a permanent upgrade for us. For now, I feel like getting my character back to main base, though that is going to be a tomorrow thing. And we will worry about all this stuff later. Because it's time for me to go to bed. I will try to remember that we got to go to the ship first, because we got things to turn in. We got that to turn in. We got this log here to turn in. We got to turn in these data pads. And I guess we're supposed to take that and that'll increase our base light speed jump, but that's not going to be like a huge increase. It's 1 light year per, and you can get a max of 50 out of that. So the base warp drive, that means you can go a maximum of, I think, 80 light years. Let's find that. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, I hope I actually do have the bigger warp drive. Yeah, I do. So the base one has a maximum of 50 light years. Okay. So we could jump an additional 80 light, 100 on that one, and then this one, so it'd be 125 on this one. Though I always mess up the AU and light year stuff. I may have that backwards. But we are effectively done with this POI. Thank you guys for watching, and tune in next time when we will probably get into some building. I've had an idea for a small vessel, a small capital vessel, attack vessel. So we may end up building a combat ship next episode. So I will see you guys then, and until then, enjoy the ride on the UNF Good Times. And if you know where Good Times came from, let's keep that to ourselves, please.